I'm going to make your no stall flip resets go from 0 to 100 by the end of this video. I'm going to go really in depth inside of this mechanic and give you secret tips that no other channel offers. I've previously done freestyle for a couple years and played in tournaments against the likes of Jaxi, TX and many others. So I'm going to share all of the information I've gathered from all of these years and share it with you in this video. This is the training pack I'll be using. And make sure to like, comment and subscribe in this video. It helps me out a ton of the YouTube algorithm and it helps me a lot to reach my like target of 50 likes in this video. So this is the training pack I'll be using in this video and I'm going to teach you how to stall, not stall, no stall, double and triple flip reset and the initial reset. So starting off with the initial reset, this is the main part of this shot. Without a good initial reset you won't be able to get double or triple ones. So it's basically the same as a ceiling shot, just like this, but the only difference is that you break on the ball instead, just like that. So make sure you can ceiling shot really well. The ball placement, the ball height is exactly the same as a normal ceiling shot. So that's literally all the setup is, except you tap break on the ball. You don't want to hold down and break, otherwise the ball is going to be falling downwards when you get to it, and it's just not going to work. So you need to make sure the ball's got its peak height when you're getting the flip reset. And that can only be done if you tap break on the ball and boost really fast up to it. There's not too much else to say for the initial reset, to be honest. It's pretty... I'm not going to say straightforward because it's really difficult and takes weeks to learn. But the idea of it as just being a ceiling shot and tapping break on the ball is basically all it is. My other tip for you is to just practice hitting the back of the ball with the nose of your car. Just flying up and hitting it like that. Just like this. If you've got that idea down and you just grind this out until you spin your car around and hit the ball with the nose of your car just like this. Just practice that constantly. Your first one may look like this. You're trying to get to the ball and you just can't get it. Then after a while it will happen where you can just boost really quickly up to it. So when you try the reset, you want to be able to do it really quickly boosting up to the ball before you even try the reset. So make sure you practice this a lot and just grind this. You should have one full rotation of the flip when you get the ball hit. You don't want to be spinning more than once, or you can just press your right air roll and go up to it straight like that. Either one of those works, either one of those is good. But I always do the spins. And then when... Just got a notification, sorry. Then when you just before you get to the ball, you want to lean your car back a tiny bit. Just like this. Then you want to boost up whilst you're just before you lean your car back, like that. You can't really see it because the boost is below the car, but that makes my car just fly up to the ball really well. If you don't boost just before you lean your car back, you're not going to get the flip reset that well. So make sure you boost and then lean your car back. And that's basically all the initial reset is. I'll talk about it more because you have to do it a bit differently for these resets. But that's the basic idea. Doing a ceiling shot, try and hit the nose of your car on the ball, but lean back just before you get to the ball, just like that. Now you're probably asking me, how do you recover from this? It's impossible to recover. So basically, there's a tornado spin where you hold air roll left and right on your joystick like this. Just like that. So you want to do an opposite version of that like this. Then what I do, I roll my joystick like this, as you can see in my controller overlay. So I'm rolling it from the bottom 90 degrees to the left. Just like that. That's all I'm doing. So I'm doing that, then my car faces upwards. But I really recommend you to learn your constant air rolling like this. Don't just do it where you tap air roll like that. That's just rubbish. Learn to really control it with your joystick. You can see how much I'm moving it with my joystick. That's what you want to be practicing. You don't want to be practicing with without doing this. This really sets up your air rolling mechanics. It improves everything and your recoveries would just be muscle memory if you can do this really well. So just fly around the map next to the wall and just try not to hit the wall. It will be difficult, especially when you're constantly moving your joystick like this, but it does really help your mechanics. Or you can try hold boost. I probably can't even do this. Yeah, it's just impossible for me. But doing the combination between those two, you'll be able to face your car up towards the ball, and I really recommend just learning to air dribble off this. If you can air dribble off this, then everything else would be really easy. It took me ages to learn to air dribble off these, but that's the best way to learn your recovery and initial reset. It takes weeks and weeks to do these, but... So that's basically everything for the initial reset. I'll run through the main points again. So it's like a ceiling shot, you tap brake on the ball, you boost up, lean back, then you get the reset. Then you want to do that reverse tornado spin and roll your joystick so your car's facing upwards for the recovery. Then learn to flip reset air dribble to improve your recoveries a lot. So that's how you do the initial reset. Now I'm going to talk through how you do the double no stall reset. This is actually pretty difficult. It's the easiest version of a flip reset, but you'll find it difficult to start with. So the starting point on this, you need to have a really good initial reset. Your initial reset sets up this, and if you can't do your initial reset well, you won't be able to do this. And what I would tell you is to aim really far to the right hand side of the ball there. I'm basically on the side of the ball, as you can see. Not that one was wrong. But as you can see here, I'm literally right on the side of the ball like that. You want to be extremely far to the right hand side, like more than you would expect. And you also want to feather up to it instead of boosting hard. That's so the ball and car is close to each other after the reset. If you boost him really hard into the ball's going to go flying away and you just can't get the no stall reset. The main tip about these resets is having your car and ball as close to each other as possible. Because look here, my car and ball is so close to each other that you can just get the reset really easily. You can position your car so you barely have to flip. I'll do one now. Like there, I barely had to flip at all because my car and ball were so close to each other. So make sure your car and ball is literally touching like glue. And make sure you're feathering up to the ball right here. You don't want it where the ball's falling down from its peak height. You still want the ball at its peak height. Because if I got the flip reset like this, that's just not going to work. So you need to have the ball at its peak height when you're getting the second flip reset. Just like that. Then feathering up to the boost, as I was saying before, it just helps you and your car stick together even more, so you can just do the flip. Then the flip I'm doing is basically that. There's two ways to do this. There's the freestyle one where you just do this, just a normal diagonal flip, just like that. Or there's the comp one where you kind of do more of a speed flip into the ball. I always do speed flips into the ball. You may see freestylers do that, but I always do speed flips into the ball. I find it a lot easier because I just bring my car really close to the ball. I'll try and diagonal one here. Yeah, I just never do diagonal ones. I always do the speed flip ones. So I position my car so when I do the speed flip, it has all four wheels touching the ball. This will just come with practice. But I position my car like this, like facing downwards kind of. Like that. So when I do the speed flip, my wheels are completely open. You can pause the video just before I get the just before I do the flip. Then you can see what position my car's in. So I'm in that position there. So whenever I do the flip, my car's facing all four wheels and it's facing outwards. Didn't get the reset there, but as you can see here, I'm positioning my car so when I do my flip, all four wheels are facing it. This just comes with practice and really understanding flips really well and really understanding this mechanic. I can't really tell you an exact position, but you just want to be to the side of the ball. You want to be really to the side of the ball because you are flipping to the left hand side. But just look at my controller overlay and see how I'm doing it. There's not too much else to say to this mechanic, to be honest, for this double reset. because it's mainly just feathering up to the ball, hitting really on the side of the ball here, positioning your car to be on the right hand side of the ball, and it's more just muscle memory and knowledge where to put your car. But you do want to be really close to your car when you get this reset. You want to be literally touching it like glue, and you want to position your car before you get this speed flip. That's so you can really make full four-wheel contact on the ball. So you can see here I'm directly next to it, and that's basically everything. I don't want to go in circles, but the recovery is the same for the normal reset. And I'll go on to the triple reset now. So what's slightly different with the triple reset is you just want to get your second reset extremely quickly. Triple resets, no stalls, are easier than triple resets with stalls. Like, stalls take a lot longer to do, in my opinion. So my main tip for this is just get your double reset immediately. Position your car immediately. Like, for example, here you'll see I get my double no stall reset literally instantly, and you see how much time I've got to get the triple reset after that. It's just acres and acres of time to get that. So just learn to like immediately come off your flip reset, immediately go into that second no stall reset like this. Then when you've got that down, you'll have like 30 seconds to get the triple reset. So you hear, I've got tons of time to get it. I waited so long and I still got it. And my other tip for triple no stall resets is that this is something I struggle with. You might see a load of freestylers have the perfect setup where they get the second one and they're directly in front of the ball to get the third one. That never really happened to me. I had to boost to the ball to get these. So I get the second one, then I boost my car into position to get the third one. I never really fall in position to get the third one. So I have to boost a bit and then flip. That's my main tip. But the hard thing is to know how to angle your car and where to position your car, because on the first one, after the flip reset, your car's in the perfect position already to get it. So you have to kind of learn the positionings where to put your car for the third reset. To get the second one, position your car here and then flip. But it's just really difficult to know how to position your car for this. So I recommend you just play around with it, use trial and error, see where your car has to go, get the second reset really, really quickly, and try and... This kind of goes against everything though, but I recommend you not to get the flip reset underneath the ball. Try and get it to the side of the ball or the back of the ball. I didn't get the reset there. But for normal, all of the other flip resets, I always tell you to get right underneath it so you've got enough time to recover. But for these, I really recommend just getting the flip reset on the side of the ball here. That's so you've got more time and it's just easier to set up for the triple reset. Maybe if you want to do 5 resets in a row, then you would go underneath the ball more. But for these, I really recommend just hitting the side of the ball because it sets your car up a lot better for the triple reset. But my main point is to readjust your car and then flip again. You might not be able to do it straight after the second one, so boost a bit, air roll your car a tiny bit so your car's in the perfect position. There's not too much else to say for this mechanic except it's just grinding it and grinding it and grinding it. It takes a very long time to do, but the main point is to feather your car on the ball, go really far to the right hand side, try and get your flip reset on the side of the ball, and also readjust your car for the third reset. And try and get the second reset as quick as possible. Don't wait around at all. Immediately get that second reset. I'm air rolling before I even get to the ball, before I even touch the ball. So you can see here I've got the second reset and I've got tons of room. So that's everything for this video. If you've got any questions, ask me below, and I'll see you next time.